Hey guys, my name is David. Thank you so much for watching, and in this video I'm going to be going in depth on how you can record on the Canon M6 Mark II in beautiful 4K 25 frames and also buttery smooth 120 frames per second for slow-mo. Boring. I wish the video was short and sweet and just went straight to the point. You have to go in depth. You know what? I'm going to come over there and explain why in-depth videos are amazing. So in-depth videos are amazing. Yeah, none of that. Let's just get straight to the point. I'm going to do this and it's going to be short and sweet, 4K, 120 frames per second, and I'm going to make sure I demonstrate it as well. I'm actually going to record myself actually popping this balloon at 120 frames and showing what the camera produces in slow motion, and also I'm going to put it into Premiere Pro to try and slow it down even more. So let's see what we get. So the first thing to record in high speed 120 frames is to turn on your camera and make sure you're on video mode. Then click on the menu, and once you've clicked on the menu you should be on the images tab, and you go to tab 1 on the images tab, and then you should see something called movie record quality. Click on that. Normally the high frame rate is usually disabled, so you need to enable that. And when you look at this, there's some key facts that it says here, which is, there will be no focus, and there's usually no audio with recording at 120 frames. So it's very important that you know this when using this camera. So if you come out of the menu mode itself, and then you're actually in the video mode itself recording, what you'll find is that you can see the flicker of the lights because it's picking up the light in the room flickering. But if I press record, and I move my fingers really fast, and usually it can record for as long as you've got storage on your SD card, but usually it's like 30 minutes amounts basically. And let's go and watch that video. You should see my hand coming into frame very slowly, and you can see how slow my fingers are being played back to me. So there's a number of things you can do with this, but I think it's quite neat. So I'm recording in 4K at the moment and it looks beautiful. You probably can see that there's a lot more detail to my face. I really love the color profiles on the Canon cameras because my skin's glowing, it just looks really nice. And right now I've got the eye tracking on this eye, and it's also tracking my face. So I can move around, I'm still in focus. And if I bring my hand forward, you probably see it will focus on my hand. And then if I move it away, it then refocuses on my face. So yeah, I love it. If you want to record in 4K, make sure your camera is updated to the latest firmware. In my previous video, I show you how to actually do that. So turn on the camera. Make sure you're in the right mode. So you should be in video mode on the top dial. Click on the menu itself. And then the first thing you should see under the images tab is something called movie record quality. When you click on that, you should be able to have loads of different options depending on whether you're in PAL or the other mode for your camera. But typically under PAL, you should be able to get 4K 25 frames if you click on that. And then you come out of that now. And the next most important tab that you need to then click on is go to tab 4, and you need to click on autofocus method. And the best one is actually eye tracking and also face tracking. So you click on that. And then the next thing you need to do is enable eye detection autofocus. So you click on that, and then you're all set to go. So we come out of the menu itself. The next thing you need to do is make sure, the rule of thumb is to make sure that this hair is double what we're proposing in our frame rate. So right now I've got 1/50, which is perfect. And then you can record your beautiful 4K wherever you go. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment if you have any tips or tricks on how to kind of set the settings on your Canon M6 Mark II.